In the ever-evolving world of fitness, there's always a new trend promising revolutionary results. But few have sparked as much debate, curiosity, and controversy as fasted workouts. It's a concept that's both incredibly simple and deeply complex: training on an empty stomach. You've likely seen it all over your social media feeds, championed by elite athletes, biohackers, and fitness influencers who swear it's the key to unlocking a new level of performance and fat loss. They paint a picture of a metabolic superpower, a way to tap directly into your body's fat stores and burn them for fuel with unparalleled efficiency. On one side of the ring, you have the passionate advocates. They claim that by skipping that pre-workout meal, you force your body to incinerate stubborn fat, enhance insulin sensitivity, and even trigger powerful cellular cleanup processes like autophagy. They'll tell you it's the secret to getting shredded faster than ever before. But on the other side, the critics are just as vocal. They warn that training without fuel is a surefire way to sabotage your gains, leading to muscle breakdown, plummeting energy levels, and lackluster performance. They argue it's not just ineffective but potentially dangerous. A high-risk, low-reward gimmick that prioritizes hype over health. So, who's right? Is fasted cardio the ultimate fat-burning hack, or a muscle-wasting mistake? When you strip away the anecdotal evidence, the gym floor bro science, and the conflicting headlines, what does the actual peer-reviewed scientific research tell us? What is truly happening inside your body on a physiological and hormonal level when you hit the gym after an overnight fast? The answer is far more nuanced and fascinating than a simple yes or no. In this comprehensive guide, we are going to cut through the noise. We're not just scratching the surface, we're diving deep. We'll explore the intricate metabolic pathways involved, breaking down exactly how your body sources energy when carbohydrates aren't readily available. We'll analyze the potential benefits from enhanced fat oxidation to improved metabolic flexibility. We will also confront the risks and potential downsides head-on so you understand the full picture. We'll debunk the most persistent myths and hear from leading exercise physiologists and nutritionists to get their expert take. And most importantly, by the end of this video, you'll have a clear, evidence-based framework to help you decide if incorporating fasted workouts is a smart strategy for specific goals, your unique physiology, and your fitness journey. Let's get started. A fasted workout simply means exercising after a period without eating, usually after sleeping overnight, typically done in the morning before breakfast when glycogen stores are lower. The idea, with less stored energy from carbs, your body may rely more on fat for fuel. Studies show that training fasted can increase fat oxidation during the workout. However, this doesn't always mean greater overall fat loss. It's about the 24-hour energy balance, not just the workout window. If you burn more fat during training but compensate by eating more later, the fat loss advantage disappears. Now let's talk about what happens inside your body when you hit the gym on an empty stomach, especially when it comes to performance and building muscle. The primary issue is fuel. For high-intensity activities like sprinting or heavy weightlifting, your body's preferred fast-acting energy source is glycogen, which is essentially stored carbohydrate in your muscles and liver. Think of it as the premium, high-octane fuel in your tank. When you train fasted, that tank is already running low. This lack of readily available glycogen means your performance can take a significant hit. Studies, like one published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research, have shown that pre-exercise feeding can enhance performance in workouts lasting over an hour. When you're running on empty, you might feel weaker, fatigue faster, and lose power more quickly. This isn't just a feeling, it's a measurable decrease in your capacity to do work. So, what does this mean for your long-term goals? Muscle growth, or hypertrophy, relies on a principle called progressive overload, consistently challenging your muscles with more weight, more reps, or more intensity over time. If your energy is compromised during every workout, your ability to progressively overload is blunted. Lifting less weight or managing fewer reps directly translates to a weaker stimulus for muscle growth. Over weeks and months, this can lead to a significant plateau, slowing down your journey to getting stronger and building that physique you're working for. However, the conversation changes when we shift from strength training to endurance sports. You may have heard of elite runners or cyclists intentionally doing fasted cardio. They do this to improve a specific metabolic process called fat adaptation. By training in a glycogen-depleted state, they encourage their body to become more efficient at tapping into its vast fat stores for fuel. For an ultramarathoner who can't possibly eat enough mid-race to replenish all their energy, being an efficient fat burner is a huge competitive advantage. But here's the crucial takeaway. This is a highly specific strategy for advanced endurance athletes. For the average person whose main goal is to build muscle, improve body composition, and maximize their time in the gym, the potential drop in performance from fasted training often outweighs the niche benefit of fat adaptation. You're trading peak power and a strong muscle-building signal for a metabolic tweak that may not even be relevant to your goals. Fasted training may boost adrenaline and growth hormone temporarily, but muscle protein breakdown also increases in a fasted state, which means recovery and growth can be compromised if protein intake is delayed after training. Solution: a proper post-workout meal with protein and carbs is critical if you train fasted. People aiming for general fat loss may enjoy fasted cardio in the morning if it fits their lifestyle. Those focused on muscle growth and strength should be cautious-fueled training usually produces better results. Beginners might find fasted training uncomfortable, dizziness, lack of focus, lower motivation. If you want to try fasted workouts, start with low to moderate intensity cardio, walking, jogging, cycling. Always stay hydrated. Break your fast with a protein-rich meal afterwards. For lifting or intense sessions, consider a small pre-workout snack. Even 10-20 g of protein or carbs can make a big difference. So, after diving deep into the science, the mechanisms, and the real-world applications, what is the final verdict on fasted workouts? Let's cut through the noise. Fasted workouts are not the magic bullet for fat loss that some influencers might claim they are. While it's scientifically true that training in a fasted state can compel your body to oxidize or burn a slightly higher percentage of fat for fuel that specific workout session, this is a very small piece of a much larger metabolic puzzle. Focusing solely on this temporary boost in fat burning is like trying to judge the outcome of a marathon by looking at who was leading in the first 100 meters. What truly dictates your fat loss success over weeks, months, and years is your total 24-hour energy balance. Are you consistently consuming fewer calories than your body expends? That is the fundamental, non-negotiable principle of fat loss. The subtle shift in fuel source during 1 hour of cardio is largely insignificant when compared to the impact of your diet and activity over the entire day. The most critical takeaway from all this information should be the principle of bio-individuality. There is no one-size-fits-all answer because our bodies respond differently. If you're the type of person who wakes up, has a glass of water and feels light, focused and ready to tackle a morning run or a moderate intensity workout, then training fasted can be a fantastic tool for you. It fits your schedule, it feels good, and it helps you stay consistent. For you, the convenience and personal preference outweigh any minor physiological drawbacks. However, if the mere thought of exercising on an empty stomach makes you feel weak, dizzy, or nauseous, then forcing yourself to do it is completely counterproductive. That feeling of lethargy is your body sending a clear signal that it needs fuel. Pushing through it can lead to subpar workouts, a decrease in performance, a higher risk of injury, and even muscle loss if your body starts breaking down protein for energy. For you, a small, easily digestible pre-workout meal isn't just beneficial, it's essential for unlocking your true potential, allowing you to train harder, lift heavier, and ultimately get better results. This brings us to the ultimate king of results: consistency. The best workout protocol, diet plan, or fitness strategy is, without fail, the one you can adhere to long-term. Fitness is not a 30-day challenge, it's a lifelong journey. If training fasted makes you dread your workouts and you end up skipping them half the time, it is a failing strategy for you, regardless of what the science says about fat oxidation. Conversely, if taking 20 minutes to eat a small meal beforehand gives you the energy and motivation to consistently hit the gym 4 times a week with intensity and purpose, that is your winning formula. The cumulative effect of hundreds of great, energized workouts will always surpass the marginal gains from a handful of forced, fasted sessions. Your long-term progress is built on the foundation of enjoyable, repeatable habits, not on forcing yourself into a protocol that feels draining and unsustainable. So, let's summarize with some actionable advice. Consider trying fasted workouts if you exercise first thing in the morning and don't have time to digest food, if your primary activity is low to moderate intensity steady-state cardio, or if you simply feel genuinely better and more focused training on an empty stomach. On the other hand, you should prioritize a pre-workout meal if your goal is peak performance, maximum strength, or building muscle, as your body needs readily available glucose for high-intensity effort. You should also eat first if you're an athlete engaging in long-duration training, if you consistently feel weak or perform poorly when fasted, or if you have any underlying health conditions like diabetes that require stable blood sugar levels. Listen to your body's feedback. It's the most sophisticated piece of equipment you'll ever own. That's the unvarnished truth about fasted workouts. It's a tool, not a rule, a strategy, not a mandate. The real secret is to experiment, listen to your body, and choose the path that allows you to show up, work hard, and stay consistent. We'd love to hear from you. Are you team fasted or team fed? Share your experiences and what works best for you in the comments below. Let's learn from each other. If you found this deep dive helpful and appreciate a science-based, no-nonsense approach to fitness, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We release new content every week to help you build a stronger, healthier life based on evidence, not fads. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.